Joining us this morning here on the show via Zoom is Chicken Pesto lady Caroline Murtaugh. Miss Chicken Pesto, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys? I miss you guys so much.
Holy cow, you look fantastic.
Thanks. I'm a little blonder, you know.
I love the glasses.
I'm so honored. I have to tell you, I'm so honored to be here. Like, man, oh man, I'm like, you like that, don't you, big guy? Like, I'm so excited to be here.
You're the best.
Yes.
Well,
Hi, honey.
Hi, Caroline. Are you aging in reverse? This is crazy.
Oh my gosh, I love you guys. Well, I actually was I'm back in Boston, living in Boston now, and I'm on the water. But we're getting what you guys have in New York. We're getting all the smoke. So literally smoke on the water, deep purple. The lighting was so weird. It looked like I was like Elvira in the dark. So I had to like move over. I'm like on this weird pillow on the floor, like up on the third floor at my offices. It was kind of crazy. So it's probably the lighting.
Well, you look fantastic. In the fall of 2018, Mraz went outside and you were ordering a chicken pesto hero. And he was he was in such love just hearing the order. And then your voice is so sultry that he was just enamored. And he came back in a fluster and said, I just heard the most amazing order ever, the most amazing order ever. A woman outside ordered a chicken pesto hero. Do you know how rare that is? A chicken. And it was like his heart was aflutter. And we couldn't tell whether it was the order or that you were attractive. And so we said, well, who was it? And he goes, I don't know. I don't know who it was. We have to find this lady. I said, well, let's go out and try to find her. And we spent a month to 2 months trying to piece together behind the scenes who could have done this. Finally, we had your friend in the office point us to you, and lo and behold, you came in. He was blindfolded. He took off the blindfold and said, oh my God, it's you, it's Chicken Pesto lady. And from there, we had this amazing relationship where you were a friend of the show. We relived that, but then also you coached him through the SAT when we had him take the SAT. Oh my
gosh, right. That's right.
So you have a long and storied history here on the show, and your famous phrase is, you like that big boy, because when you were ordering the chicken pesto hero, you saw his eyes aglow and his mouth agape, and you turned to him, put your hand over the phone and said, yeah, you like that big boy. And knew it was the order that he loved. And so now, I mean, you're part of lore here on the show.
Like I said, I'm so honored. And, you know, I was listening before the break, and, you know, the top 50 Sports Illustrated most influential people. I mean, I'm sorry. They left 2 people off the list, DA and Mraz. I'm just saying, like, I am, again, so honored to be here, so honored to be part of the show. I'm proud of you, Sean. I'm excited for you, bummed for us who love listening to you. But, like, this is the highlight of my year for sure.
You're a sweetheart. Mraz, tell us what made the chicken pesto hero order so special.
Well, number one, it's unique. You don't get a lot of people at lunch ordering pesto with anything, and it perks you up. And, you know, anybody could go, oh, chicken cutlet, bacon, mayonnaise. She went chicken. And her voice, as you hear it there, it's like, I don't know, Caroline. You just have this voice where it's pillowy, yet like a hint of cigarette-y. It is just so perfect.
Well, I was a smoker for years. I quit 20 years ago.
But you did just enough damage on the pipes that it makes it sound so sultry. And you got the kind of
It's
order.
like a fine, what do you call it? Like sandpaper.
Yeah. And look, and I'm sure, you know, married, not married, whatever you're met in your life, I'm sure it's nice to hear you pick out a movie. But hearing you pick out a sandwich in that voice, I mean, that's the stuff of legends there. That gets you going.
Like you mentioned mayonnaise. First of all, mayonnaise is for amateurs. Like,
okay. All right.
Never. You know what I mean? And like the extra cheese, the extra pesto, the extra sauce. Like just, and I could see, like, I knew, I was like, this guy's getting hot right now. And it's not because of me, it's because of the sandwich. And that's why I was just so, and I like, honestly, I'm like, I know I liked him. I'm like that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. If there's a 400-pound woman that sounds like Fran Drescher, I'm not exactly getting turned on by the chicken pesto sandwich. You know, it was a combination of all those things. But
Extra
it was a moment.
pesto.
Yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, exactly. No.
I know we get to see her because of the strike all the time now too.
Yeah. She's the president's
You're like
SAG-AFTRA.
80. Go away.
That's right.
So take us back to the SAT, Caroline, when you were coaching Mraz here in studio when he had avoided taking the SAT through high school, and then we finally wanted to know what the score would be. He was taking it live on air, and you were coaching him. Take us through that process.
So I had forgotten about that until you just mentioned it. And I remember that day, like I was really like feeling under the weather. It was before COVID, so it wasn't COVID, but I was definitely sick. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, Sean, I'm like stupid this morning. I'm not clear-headed. I was like, any answer that I was trying to give him the answers, but I have to say, and this is the truth, I was prepared to totally coach him, beyond coach him, cheat, let's call it what it was. Right? But I have to say, very smart guy. He knew, like, I don't you think, Sean? Like, there was very
definitely.
few times where you had to be coached, prodded, told the answer. Like, you knew your stuff.
Caroline, there was like major controversy after the fact because DA didn't know how to grade the SATs, which was part of the issue. We should have known that beforehand. But
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah, what gets lost in it, and you're absolutely right, is that I was stunned at how much I actually knew. Like that,
You
and that was
did.
the thing. Yeah, there were certain things like math you would help me out with a little bit, double checking and all of that. But yeah, there was a good chunk there where I was like, wow, I know this stuff. And I walked out of there a brilliant man.
You did. I would have been a good tutor, but you knew
yeah.
stuff. You did.
Yeah.
You really did.
Well,
That's
what-
right. I'm looking at that clip. That guy that owned the football league that kind of went, oh yeah.
Yes, simultaneously as Mraz took the SAT and Caroline coached him, Oliver Luck, the president of the XFL at the time, I believe, the
Yeah.
commissioner, was in talking
Right.
about the XFL delivering us a Valentine's Day gift. It was a chaotic day that day.
Then
Oh
they
my
ended up
gosh, it
suing
was
the XFL.
crazy.
I think that was 2 months or a month before COVID too. I think.
Was it?
So that's why I think I had COVID. I can't remember.
That's why
I'm
all
not
that
kidding. I was
forever.
really foggy. I was like patient zero on the PA show.
Well, what was interesting that day was that you actually didn't need to coach Mraz through the written process or the science questions. You just needed to put him at ease. That was the whole thing. He was very nervous and anxiety-ridden. And with your voice, and you were dressed up as the sexy school teacher, I don't even know if you meant to be dressed up like that, but that's what it reminded us all of.
Just happened.
You had put him at ease, and you were kind of like very soothing. And remember, that was a key, Mraz, that if Caroline wasn't there, you would have been frazzled. But instead, it felt like you were literally having your hand held.
She was totally calming her voice. Take it easy, big boy. Take it easy, big
got
boy.
this.
We got this.
As I always say,
Right.
just relax.
Are you sure these numbers add together? Okay, relax. No, she's absolutely right. Oh, while Oliver Luck spins out what beer snakes are going to look like with the DC Defenders. How is Oliver Luck not more confused? Forget me. She should have tutored him.
Yeah, Oliver Luck
I
should
know.
have, and he
Oh
was
my
in
gosh,
studio.
right?
Oliver Luck should have been very distracted.
Oh, God. No, it was a crazy morning. It really was. It was hilarious, but it was bananas.
So you're living in Boston now, and you're working
I
for our
am.
Boston affiliate there.
So I actually kind of have, I don't even know what I do. I have like 16 jobs with Honesty. So I have an expanded role. So
Sounds
I
about right.
represent every radio station we have. And I'm also in charge of the remnant inventory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hello. So like, the ED stuff and everything that nobody wants to listen to, you're welcome. You're welcome. That crazy Lume deodorant that I can't even like stomach, that's me. It's bad. It's awful. And then I don't know, I do some other stuff, but yeah, I'm still around. I was trying to get there live, Sean. I wanted to be there live, but I have a meeting here with Comcast this afternoon, and they're located, believe it or not, their headquarters is in New Hampshire. So I have to
Wow.
be in New Hampshire.
Caroline, seeing you on Zoom is totally worth it. Dang, you're still in the company, so this is great.
Yeah, I know. And I'll get to see you guys soon because I'll be in New York, like hopefully before Labor Day.
Okay. Well, this summer, if you're down here in New York, come by. We'll have you on the show again, and we'll chop it up, okay?
Absolutely. I love you guys. Congratulations, Sean. DA, congratulations to you too, Daddy.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm surviving. Survive in advance.
Yay.
Survive in advance.
You look great, and I know you're going to be a great father. I know you already are.
Thank you, Caroline. You're the best. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
care.
Okay, see ya.